Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to the next part of ACM Season 20, Prelims Day 1. This is going to be group number 9 finals, played between Killer and Barracks. We're going to be looking at the first game. Barracks is going to be the Terran player in the red color located at the top left of the screen, and Killer is the green Zerg at the bottom left corner of the screen. Barracks, what can I say about him? He's very consistent. He's been, at one point in the past, he's top 3, right, in DPL and so forth. Very, very strong. But I guess recently he is not in his top form, and as for Killer, he is washed out. He is not good at all, and of course, he might qualify for the round of for this round of round of 24 of ASL, but don't count on him going further than that. So, anyways, what are we seeing here on the Radeon? This is the first set, so everything is up for the taking. We're seeing 12 hatchery from Killer, and Barracks is gonna be going for an in-base Barracks, surprisingly. And all of that will follow. Sorry, once again, I am busy doing other things in the background, so if you don't hear me talking, or it looks like I'm just talking nonsense, that is exactly what's happening. I apologize for that. Alright, looks like this SCV finally will discover where the enemy is located, and with that, we shall see what is the next move from both of these players. Quick expansion coming up from Barracks. Killer is not going to take the hatchery. He will definitely not do that. He will just go for Hive. And keep in mind, the Overlord is not yet in the right position to see this quick expansion. But he will see any kind of Marines moving across the map though, so that's something. But he will not see anything beyond that. Scouting SCV from Barracks is going to at some point fall. By the way, let me I'm having some problem with my this map name is kind of out of place. Let me move it back. Oopsie, SCV scouting has been sniped, and now we shall see what is the next move from Killer. He would take a base inside. He's gonna be going for Zelle with speed. Not yet seen where the hatchery will be created. I guess he is not yet gonna make any hatcheries. By the way, this map, Radeon, I think you've seen it so many times already. So I'm just gonna show it one more time. This is what this map Radeon looks like. And as for the map stats, with the latest information that I just grabbed a few days ago, here are the map stats for Zerg against Terran. So Radeon 48%, and we will also have the new maps, and they're all very good for Zerg. Litmus and Knockout are very good for Zerg. Roaring Current is not good for Zerg players, although we don't have that many games yet on this map. So let's see how they will be played out in the future, whether the Protoss rates will suck again, or will Bisu, Mini, Snow, Stork will be able to find something to defeat the map makers. Barracks coming up for Barracks, so this will be bio build and Academy upgrading. Nicely done. So maybe I'm gonna take this chance to thank some of my fans once again and ask for your support. So thank you, Mr. C Goblin and Mr. Wang, for your support in the last 30 days. Nice scan by Barracks to see that there's no hatchery, there's no third hatchery. And here are the photos of my fans. Where are they? Here it is, Mr. Wang. Thank you very much. And Mr. C Goblin. By the way, that is going to be the end of the thanking business. Now next to the advertising business. My name is Namkraft. Welcome to the channel. Mutants have started to move across the map towards Killer's base. No, towards Barracks base. Wrong direction. If you're here, take a look at the video description for some nice information. There's gonna be a link to the next game in the playlist, the previous game in the playlist, and the overall playlist URL. Sometimes some links may be missing. If that is the case, leave me a comment and I will repair it, because I'm doing a one-man show, a one-track mind. So it is gonna be very, very hard for me to kind of take care of everything at the same time. We're just gonna try to dive in here. 5 mutas versus about 10 marines. It looks like he's doing the same strategy as that other ZvT game we saw. Was it Soma versus someone? Wait, hold on. Where the Zerg player makes just 5 mutas and that's it. Doesn't make anything else. Looks like Barracks will still go on with his turret construction though. This fish is gonna dive in, but there is, I think, just enough to hold here. Yeah, that was definitely a feint. More turrets coming up. More turrets coming up everywhere. And Marines are gonna try to move forward a little bit. Of course, Barracks is the favorite to win here in this pair. And let me just quickly show you what the ELO score looks like. So Barracks is number 5 on the ELO ranking today at 1363. Killer is not rated, and not rated in the top 10, I mean. So I guess Barracks is the favorite to win. We have a large amount of Mutalists in the middle area together with some Zerglings. A nice scan to see that no Sunkens are coming up. Alright, looks like the Mutalists are not grouping up together there. It's very, very rare when you see those Mutalists just flying in different locations, and now they will plow together and form a nice flock of 10 Mutants. I'm not so sure what kind of upgrades the Mutalists have. We shall see. Looks like Killer is trying to create a sandwich situation. He's placing some Zergling on the right side, and maybe he's waiting for more Zerglings to come out. The angles are very, very large. These Zerglings don't have speed yet. They're gonna try to kind of wedge themselves between any kind of reinforcements. Mutus is checking where these Marines are going, because if they push too far towards the space, then he would need to make a decision, for example, to make some Sunkens or to pull the Zerglings back to spot. That is a misclick from Killer, losing I think one more Mutualist, and he's gonna regroup them together. Now this Bio Ball is looking very strong. Mutualists have to all retreat. Zerglings are following from the backside, and they will have to be very, very careful. One overlord gets sniped. We might have a surround right now. Nice to kill off one forward Marine first, but these Marines are very close towards the defense now. The next wave of Marines are plowing through. The Mutalists, we need to dive in right now. One Mutalists fall very, very quickly. Where are the Zerglings? They're not involving. Looks like the next wave of Mutalists arrive together with the Zerglings, and this group will get destroyed. So Killer has held. Killer has held the next wave. The next wave of Marines will have to retreat. They cannot make it there on time. They will need to actually stim to get back home like now. He's not stimming. He's going to try to engage in the middle of the map, and he's going to get crushed because there are way too many mutas. Exactly. Killer is the killer type here. He gets rid of all of the Marines, and he resets the Marine count. Now we're looking at double starport coming inside of Barracks' main base. I guess Barracks will have to sit tight for a while and let Killer come to him. The mutas are diving in. What is he doing, Killer? You have the advantage. You don't need to dive onto the turret like that. Just tech up. Go for lurkers. Or maybe Killer doesn't have an economy. If you look at his third base, he's got very few drones. Yeah, his drone count is not good. So that is something to keep in mind. He's got a lot of mutas. He needs to use them. He's going to come in here and he will attack against the turret. I would say go for the SCV is a lot better. But anyways, he finds a nice angle. And he will get a couple of SCVs. He will attack against this floating building just to get some damage points. And he will go inside the main. Not bad. Can he catch some some Valkyrie as they come out? It's gonna be tough. He's gonna get some SCVs on the gas, so he gets nice hits on the SCV. He's trying to get a Marine, and now the Valkyrie should come out in 3 seconds. I guess the Mutis will retreat before that, and he might do a few more shots, and the Valkyries have arrived. The Mutis are so damaged. Run for your life. The Mutis are running away. The Valkyries are chasing them in the last minute. I guess they will come back. Look at how many drones Killer's got. It's nearly 0. It's very few. Very few drones. And what is he making now? Queen's Nest. But the next attack from Terran is looking dangerous. And together with the Valkyrie, these Mutas are weak as hell. But they're gonna try to come around and invite the Marines towards his main base. He would try to bust the front door, but the Marines are already here. These lurkers are not seen. They're not visible. The Marines will be able to reach the high ground. There's going to be a counterattack. We might have a base raid. The Valkyrie is supporting as well. The Marines are sniping a lot of drones, I believe. This entire base is gone. What can the lurkers do? We might have a base raid. These lurkers are moving towards the Terran main front door. Zerglings are plowing through. Barracks need to get on the high ground. He sniped the Hydra, which means no more Hydras and no more lurkers. The lurkers are way too far, and overlords are falling. I guess Barracks will win here because Killer will be losing 2 base, whereas Barracks can lose maximum 1 base. Lurkers have been deployed. That bunker will fall very quickly. The bunker falls, and all of the medics are still alive. Nice medic! Oh my god! Barracks have made a huge mistake. He didn't use a scanner. And he's going to be losing all of his Marines. Lurkers within the high ground. All of a sudden, the game has swung around. I thought Kullerless definitely lost the game because for sure he'll be losing 2 bases, but the last minute Lurker has been deployed. Nicely done. And now no scan. Keep that in mind. Kuller still have his 2 bases. Barracks is down to 1. These Valkyrie is doing a good job, but it's going to be the moment now for Kuller to switch into Scourges and find those Valkyries. The Valkyries, they've got to be better for the Valkyries to go home now. More lurkers coming through. There are a lot of lurkers. And as for Barrack, you need to switch into tanks now, as well as raids. Raids is a good idea because there are no Hydrant. We don't see any Hydrant anywhere. So they will be able to snipe all of these Overlord, but the Scourges are plowing through. They will go for the Valkyrie if possible. The raids are kind of secondary target because we still have some mutas. But anyways, what can Killer do? Because he still need to keep on playing. He's got very few drones. His drone count is so bad. And there's going to be massive raids, but they need to be tanks. Tanks is what really, allow the Terran player to get out of the base, but he's going to be going for a dropship. Not a bad idea. He will load up the dropship now. And there is some Scourges here though. There's some Zerglings that we would spot this. He's going to decide to go out on a different angle. There's nothing on this right side. It's just a couple of Zerglings waiting. He's going to drop some Marine. The Zerglings have seen the drop, and that's going to signal to the lurkers, you need to leave this area or maybe go on the high ground. There's 1 tank. The lurkers going to plow through. He's going to destroy those Marines. Lurkers deploy themselves. It looks like Marines are stimming, but they're not reacting fast enough. Nice attack by Killer. This first game going to Killer would be creating a nice upset in this pair. Witches are going to be coming up with the tank. Of course, we'll be sieging, and the lurkers have decided to get on the high ground. It's going to be some tense moments. Lurkers need to go faster. Lurkers going to be within reach of the tank. We have a scanner, but there are just way too many lurkers. They're going to be within reach of the barracks now. Do we have a drop? Nothing. What is this red stuff? It's going to be a drop. There are some turrets. Excuse me. There's going to be some Marines, and these drones are very few and far in between. This game is turned into a bloodfest. Excuse me. The main base of Killer is all destroyed. The lurkers are within reach now. I need to go for the scanner. Just get the scanner. The game will be instant GD because we don't have science vessels. Go for the scanner. What is this building called? The lair. It will be destroyed. All of these barracks will burn, but there's a lot of SCV still mining. There's going to be a drop in here. There's still some mutas. Just make massive mutas while you still can, because we don't. The spy will fall very soon. There's only 3 mutas. Oh my god! A single mutinist cannot defeat those forces, but he can make what now? I'm not so sure exactly, because we're going to be having raids, and raids will destroy all of these units. And these drones are falling very fast. There are no more. There's going to be, he's making some Scourges. I'm not so sure why he's making some Scourges, but this tank will be hiding in the corner. This tank has got siege mode now. The scanner, we need to get destroyed. The scanner is gonna be, okay, it looks like we do have some lurker that's gonna be going inside, and he need to go forward. Why is he burning here? There's gonna be another scanner that gets rid of that lurker. This game will be put in the list of best game for this year. And keep in mind that during this entire time you did not see any ads. This is my conscious attempt to keep the games uninterrupted. I mean, just like imagine you are having some nice time with yourself, and all of a sudden your mom knocks on your door and say, hey, what are you doing? Go and help me with dinner. It's very annoying, right? So that, for the same reasons, I'm going to keep the game uninterrupted. There's going to be 1 ad at the beginning of the video only and nothing else in between. So if you enjoyed us, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description and join the Hall of Fame like this guy right here with big nipples, Mr. Sea Goblins. He will be the king of VIPs here. Anyways, the last lurkers will fall Killer down to 15, supply Barracks 51, and the game will end now because now Killer has got 1 hatcheries with 3 drones, 2 Zerglings, and a GG being typed on the screen. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.